Nowadays, people get married and divorced right and left, and they call the cops. Excuse me. This is a story that scarred me for life. Hello, darling. It is Petty Jen. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Christmas Eve, which also means I am almost done with vlogmas. Almost done with vlogmas. Hey, you're probably not excited, but I'm excited because this was a lot of work. Today is going to be a sit down, chit chat, ask questions video. Well, not live, but I ask on my Instagram stories. If you guys had any questions about deeper things, not just hair related questions, because I have a whole channel when it comes to hair, okay? Just questions to get to know me a little better on a deeper level. And Instagram came through to the point that I didn't even bother to ask YouTube. I'm sorry, girl. But Instagram came through with some nice deep questions around mental health, productivity, entrepreneurship, family life, and all that good stuff. So that's what we're gonna get into today. So get yourself a nice little cup of some warm, some spicy. I'm not judging, and let's get into it. First question, straight to the point. Do you want kids? Yes. Would you rather love and lose and never love at all? Kind of deep. I would say I would rather love and lose, because love is such a beautiful thing, and I'm a die-hard romantic, and I would want to experience it rather than not experience it at all. And you didn't specify, because self-love is just as important as other people loving you, but I'm assuming you mean other people loving you. I would love to have been loved, did not love at all. That just sounds pretty harsh. Have you ever shoplifted? Okay, this is kind of funny. I'm gonna give you a story. Oh my God, my ears are getting hot. I'm gonna tell you a story, and I think I was, oh my God, I must have been maybe 16. Imagine 16-year-old me in Miami going to the mall with some girls that I met at school. Obviously, that's what you do, right? I think it was my first year at that school. I had recently moved, so I didn't really have a lot of friends, but I just knew a few girls. And they were like, let's go to the mall. And I was like, okay, let's go to the mall. So we go to the mall, and I think we were at Charlotte Russe. Oh God, or was it Claire's? And we're there kind of just looking around. And I knew I wasn't going to buy nothing because I had no money. So I'm just out here kind of looking, whatever. And I see this girl look and put it in her pocket. Excuse me. So of course my ear starts getting hot. I'm like, holy shit. And she's like raking it in. Professional, clearly. She's done this before. And I am sweating next to her. Like, are you serious? Is this what we're doing? I thought y'all have money if you suggest going to the mall. So on our way out, we get caught. Basically, it was 3 of us. And the security guard came and it was like, oh, you come with us. And all of us had to come in the back, and they were like, empty your pockets. And this girl had the whole store in her pocket, y'all. And it was just her. The 2 of us were just accomplices, I guess. That's what they treated us as. They were like, yeah, you guys are all part of it. And I was just like, actually, sir, I don't actually know her like that. They were not listening to us. The other girl's crying. I'm crying. The professional is just like, she's all fine with it. And the worst is that I was the only black one. 2 other girls were Hispanic. So yeah, this is a story that scarred me for life. Shoplifting, no way, Jose. Because we're minors, they were like, we gotta call your parents. And they called the cops. Y'all, I was in shambles. My parents, I'm Haitian. You don't call your Haitian parent ever for anything that you do bad in school. It's just not a thing. They were gonna call my brothers. At least that's the number I was ready to give. I was about to tell them my mom's number. What? So the cop comes because we're minors. They're like, we need to call their parents first. But I feel like maybe they were trying to scare us straight or something, because they're like, you gotta go with the cops. You gotta go downtown. So they were literally putting us in the car, in the back seat of the car, girl. Literally, like, my foot was inside the car, ready to get in. And they were like, okay, come with us or whatever. And then they took us back to the store and had a whole conversation about us not doing it again. They took all the goods and then they let us go. But they held us there for like 3 hours, did this whole thing. And I was like sweating bullets. So no, I never came close to shoplifting ever since that day. And yeah, I don't want to talk to these girls no more. Almost had me go to jail at 16. I hear that growing Haitian is a very superstitious culture to grow up in. Thoughts? Yes, absolutely. If they had called my parents about me going to jail for stealing earrings, they would have said it was the devil. Okay, they would have probably prayed over me. They probably would have bathed me in some leaves or something to get the devil spirits out of my body, because clearly only the devil will have me doing something like that. Very superstitious. To this day, my mom will do all this mumbo jumbo, and I'm just like, Ma, I don't know if it's like that. But yes, they are very superstitious. Religious and superstitious at the same time. I guess it goes hand in hand. What does your ideal career look like, and how are you working towards that? Oh, that's a deep question. I like that. I feel like I'm living more and more in my purpose now by quitting my 9 to 5 and doing what I'm doing now, becoming my own boss, being an entrepreneur, creating content. My ideal career is one that is meaningful, that has an impact on others. I'm really passionate about that. And that's what I realized brings me a lot of joy as well. Especially by doing vlogmas, I have a lot more interaction with you guys on my channel. People are telling me how much I'm helping them. And that just makes me feel so good inside. Like I'm here on this earth for a purpose other than just waking up and going to work, girl. So I would say my ideal career is one that affects other people and help them out. And I don't just mean hair. That's why I want to go into different niches and different areas that are passionate for me, like productivity and mental health and just health in general. Really want to affect people that way. And I also want a career that gives me freedom over my time, freedom over what I do, when I do it, how I do it, and financial freedom. Okay, financial independence. So how am I working towards that? Everything that I'm doing right now, I keep in mind how I'm helping others and how it's going to bring me the most joy and the most freedom. So I guess that's what I would say. What is your take on marrying at a young age? Ooh, first of all, how young are we talking? But second of all, I think marriage is such a huge commitment. And when you marry young, it really depends on who you're marrying. I think whenever you're getting married, it depends on who you're marrying. But the knowledge of self, which I feel a lot of the time is missing, is so important. I feel like you need to know yourself to a certain level before you can give that self to someone else or commit to someone else. And nowadays, people get married and divorced right and left. Like it really almost has no meaning. I think knowing who you are, which comes with time, which comes with experiences, which comes with you doing the work to sit with yourself and ask yourself these difficult questions. Who am I? What do I like? What do I enjoy? Because if you don't know who you are, how can you communicate that to someone else so that you have the best relationship? So I'm not against marrying young, but I think you need to have a level of maturity that allows you to pick the right partner and commit to said partner. And maturity doesn't really have an age, right? Because there's young people that are very mature and there's old people that are very immature. Do I speak French? Oui, oui. I do speak French. I mean, I'm a little rusty, but I do speak it. Did or do you ever battle with being seen as Haitian enough due to living in Canada? I don't feel like I battled with it being in Canada. At least I never really thought about it that way. But I feel like I do when I moved to the States. So from Haiti to the States, I felt like I was too Haitian in the States. And then now that I'm in Canada, I feel like I've just grown past what other people think of me. So it doesn't really hit me that way. I do feel it sometimes, but with family members, so to speak. So they'll point out my accent when I speak Creole or say I'm Hollywood now. And I really hate when they say that. Like, what does that even mean? I'm Hollywood. But I never really saw it as a thing. And I wouldn't say I'm treated like that within the Canadian community. It's more so the Haitian community, specifically family. Where do I want to be in 5 years? In 5 years, I want to be successful, girl. I want to have systems in place enough in my business where I can walk away, come in and out if I want to, or it's not so dependent on me doing every single thing, especially when it comes to being a content creator. You wear so many different hats. I'm the videographer in this video. I'm going to be the video editor. I'm going to be the social media manager. I'm the talent. I was the makeup artist. I'm the stylist. And in 5 years, I hope to offload all of these tasks so I can just be the content creator. And also, I want to have a few businesses that comes out of the content creation. What is it going to be? I don't know yet, but I hope to really spread my roots in this space. And 5 years is a good time to do that, you know? Not too deep, but any 2023 planner recommendations she's been searching. Ooh. There's a planner that I use so far, and it's not just a planner in terms of planning your week and your days. It's more about going deeper, being more intentional with your year. It's about creating a vision for your year and how you want it to go, things you want to accomplish, and when you want to accomplish it. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to link it down below. And I also have a productivity planner that I usually use on a day-to-day. It's not so much year specific, but it really keeps you going. Plan out your week, top 3 things that you want to do every day type thing. So if that's something that you're interested in as well, I will link it down below. Do you feel like your friend dynamic has changed since you are now self-employed? What friends? One thing about me is I'm very introverted and I've always kept my circle really small. So no, I wouldn't say that changed at all. First of all, I'm busy, so I'm doing my own thing most of the time. When we do connect, when we do talk, when we do meet up for lunch or whatever, I feel like it's the same because we've known each other for so long as well. We have a very intimate relationship. So I would assume they don't see me any differently because I'm myself and I've always been myself. And I make a point of being myself wherever I go or with whoever I talk to. So it's still the same. How was it living Haiti at 10? Oh, it was such a huge shock. It was tough. Again, like I said, I'm introverted. So it was really hard for me to make friends. It was really hard for me to talk to other people, especially given a language barrier. I spoke very little English. The only English that I knew was obviously the little, like the grammar that you do in school. So I knew basics. And it's like Black Americans English. Yes, that's a thing. So I had to adjust to all of that. And it was tough. I remember being really sad about it because I had left all of my friends in Haiti too. When we originally went to the States, I thought that we were gonna go back to Haiti, like it was just vacation. So I thought we were going back. And then my parents were like, nope, you're not going back. You are gonna enroll in school, etc. So no, it was a huge cultural shock. And it was a huge adjustment as well. And I had to learn the language. I had to learn the people. But I was very lucky. I had my brothers. And we were around our cousins. And there was a church community. So I was around these people. And I made friends that way, at least with them. That eased the blow a little bit. But it was tough. I don't know if you shared the news yet. I don't want to be rude. Are you pregnant? Rate your freakiness from 1 to 10. 8? Do you and Stan want kids? Are you prepping for it? So many questions around kids. Yes, we want kids. Have any of your friendships changed since getting married? No. Again, I have a very small circle of friends. I keep my circle small for a reason because I just know who I am. I get very drained by big social settings and interactions. I feel like this is perfect for me because I'm talking to a camera and I love doing that. But put me in a big group of people, girl, I'm tired. I need 3 to 5 business days to recover. I really like the fact that I have deeper relationship with the people in my life as well. I don't like superficial small talk. I mean, what are we really doing? So no, I wouldn't say my friendship has changed since getting married. Plus, most of my other friends are actually married. I feel like I was the last one to get married, if I'm honest. Maybe like 1 or 2 aren't married, but most of them are married. What or who would you sacrifice your life for? My God, sacrifice my life. If I had kids, I would say my kids. But other than that, I don't know. Would I really sacrifice my life for my husband? It depends on what he's doing. Or what am I sacrificing my life for? I'm not going to throw my life away all willy-nilly. How is life as a newlywed? Oh, it's amazing. To be honest, it's the same. We've cultivated a really good relationship, and I really appreciate that between my husband and I. It's not just the wedding that changed things up. It was really rocky at first for us to mesh our personalities and really just like get over our egos and our pride. So it was very rocky at first, but it got to a point where we chose each other. We're like, we're going to be in this relationship. We love each other. We want to be with each other. And we want to have a great relationship, most importantly with each other, because what's the point of being together if you're unhappy or miserable? And ever since I think we made that decision, I went to therapy to figure out my stuff. He learned things the way that he learns best, which is through podcasts and listening to other people. And I've read books. So we really like did our own independent growing, and it works so well with each other. other now. We really understand each other. And because I have a better understanding of who I am as well, I'm able to communicate that. So the relationship has been great even before the marriage, which is why we got married. It doesn't really feel like we're newlyweds, but I guess we are. I feel like we've just been in our little love bubble for quite some time now, and it's great. Goals for 2023. I want to streamline my workflow when it comes to my content creation. I want to outsource a few things, God willing. I guess I gotta make money so that I can outsource a few things so then I don't have to do everything myself. And I also want to create my own things, whether that's merch or a course or something. I want to start creating more things and being more intentional with the things that I put out versus just creating content, putting out in the universe, and pumping out more content. What is the hardest part of being an entrepreneur? Do you have any regrets? Showing up for yourself. It's so easy to show up for other people. It's crazy. It's so easy to wake up and clock into your 9 to 5, or easy to drive to work. Not easy per se, but you will do it, and you'll do it consistently every single day without even thinking about it like clockwork. But when it comes to waking up and showing up for yourself and keeping the promises that you made to yourself, there is nothing harder. It's crazy. Psychologically speaking, I feel like we're all wired to do things for other people and not do it for ourselves. So that's what I really struggled with at first. Being able to keep the promises that I made to myself and say, I'm going to do this today, and actually do it. And it's been a work in progress, and I'm working at it every single day. But building that discipline so that I show up to do the things that I want to do, regardless of how I feel, regardless of emotion, regardless of me being a little lazy today, regardless of all of that, me showing up. It's been a struggle, but the more you do it, the better you get at it, of course. And I'm really enjoying the process now of just kind of like thinking about doing something, writing it down, and getting it done. And even thinking about my 2023 goals, I love the fact that I can think about these things that I want to accomplish and even spread it out throughout the year, and knowing that I'm going to have time, God willing, to get them done. It's so fulfilling for me. It makes me excited. That gets me out of bed in the morning, along with the thought that I know what I'm doing is meaningful because you guys tell me every single day. How do you deal with family members that mean you no good? Petty Jen is welcome. Petty Jen has been summoned. Hello, darling. It is Petty Jen. And what did you ask me? I already forgot. I don't deal with them. That's exactly what I do. One thing that I realized quickly with family is a lot of them are stuck in their ways. A lot of them are very toxic, and they've been that way for so long. It has nothing to do with you, baby. I'm not about to waste my good energy trying to change someone who's been toxic since 1972. I'm going to use my energy for today. I'm going to use my energy for myself. I'm going to use my energy for people that want my energy, but I'm not about to force and tussle with people that are just toxic. Because at the end of the day, what they do is they turn things around. They make it about you. Suddenly you're disrespectful. Suddenly you're the worst person out there. But meanwhile, everybody in the family know that Auntie Jetta is not it. Don't waste your energy, boo-boo. I'm going to say what I got to say when I need to say it, and then I'm going to keep it moving. You're mad? Go ahead. You think I'm a horrible person? That's good too. It's a good thing that thoughts never hurt nobody. How did your husband felt when you decided to be a full-time creator? I think he was relieved because, I have been talking to this about him for years. Okay, I'm going to do it. I feel like I can do it. I think this year's the year. I've been talking about this for a really long time, even way before I started talking about it on my platforms. So I feel like the man was like, when are you going to do this thing? I'm sure he's excited for me as well because I tell him my plans, and sometimes he'll give me his ideas and I'm like, oh my God, that's a great idea. So we go back and forth in terms of some strategic thinking, but I think he's excited for me. At least he said that he's very proud of me. So would you go back in the work field part-time? Girl, I pray to God I don't have to. I don't actually enjoy being put in a little box in a salary range. You gotta do this, because I like to do things when I want to do them. Like I said, freedom. I enjoy freedom. If anything, I thought money was what really mattered to me, but turns out it's really freedom. I like to move to the beat of my own drum. So God, please hear my prayer. No, I hope not to go back to the workforce. Obviously, I guess I will if I have to, but I hope not. I hope to become successful doing what I'm doing now, and that it works out. The amount of work that I'm putting in, I really believe that it has to work out. I'm Haitian too and was wondering how your mother took your career change. I had to stop talking to my mom about my career change. One thing about Haitian is that they value security. My mom values security. It's like, you have a great job that gives you consistent pay on a regular basis. Why would you let that go? Just do both. And I'm like, I've been doing both for so long. I don't know how long you think I can do this. Like, I'm only one person. So every time I would talk to her about it, I feel like she would feed into my own insecurities as well. The fear of this not working out. What are you going to do? And then I realized if it doesn't work out, I can always go back to work. I can always pivot, do something else. Every time I said it, you can see the worry in her eyes and how she would project that onto me. And that would make me worry even more because I was already terrified about taking the leap and doing this. So imagine someone consistently telling you, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, she called me, I think it was a week after I had already quit my job. And she was like, have you heard about the war in Russia? Huh? So? And she was like, you shouldn't let go of your job. You don't know what's gonna happen. And I'm like, there's always something. Like, I've been thinking about this since 2015, 2016. And every year, there's something. Every year, it goes from bad to worse to worse to okay to okay to worse. And it's like, I can't base my life decisions on the war in Russia. I had to stop talking to her about it, man. I feel like she's still kind of like watching and worried about me. And I'm just like, please. Not today. Not a question, but thank you for giving me the strength to rock my natural hair all year long. See, I just said meaningful work. When people take the time to thank me for something that I've helped them, there's nothing that makes me feel better. It keeps me going. A lot of the time, sometimes I question what I do. Does it matter? Who cares? If I stop posting, would anybody even notice? And then I'll get something like this, and it's like, I gotta keep going. What has been your hardest struggle mentally as a solo entrepreneur? I feel like I kind of touch into that as well. It's showing up for myself. But I would also expand and say another big struggle is staying the course. Things may not be working out right now, and that's not a reason to give up, you know? And with me, I realized I'm very impatient. If I want something, I want it now, today, this instant. And being an entrepreneur is obviously risky, but it's also planting seeds so that you can get your fruits later on. It's not an easy process. It's not a quick process. And sometimes it works very well for other people quickly. But for most of us as entrepreneurs, you really have to like navigate the field and figure out what's working, what's not working. And I'm learning all of that right now. And I'm learning to be patient and trusting the process and trusting God and trusting that this is going to work for me. And if it doesn't, then I'm just going to have to pivot into something else or figure it out. Giving up is not the option. So staying the course, keeping your vision alive, and being consistent is another thing that I feel I've been struggling with, but I'm taking it day by day. Did you meet any Haitians in Canada? Yeah, Canada has a huge Haitian community, actually. When we first moved here, we went to Montreal, and Montreal is basically like little Haiti. Ton of Haitians there. And then when we moved here, there's still like a large Haitian community here. But again, I mind my business. I'm very introverted. I don't go out like that. So yeah. You know, it's really weird when I say that, because if I was to talk to a psychologist or something about how much I stay home and enjoy being home, they would be like, oh my God, something's wrong with you. You got to do some work. You got to get social interaction. But social interaction is what drains me. And I think it really has something to do with how we grew up as well. It's not just one size fit all. When I think about my childhood and how much we didn't go out and how much we always stayed at home, me and my brothers, we're always with each other, I just feel like it cultivated that in us. So me and my brothers are still the same way. We're very like homebodies, introverted, but we were raised to be that way. So I think it really has something to do with like how you were raised. Because honestly, everything happens in our childhood. Let's be honest, okay? We are the way that we are because of our childhood and the traumatic experiences that happened in our childhood. What's your favorite Haitian food to eat/make at Christmas? Crémas? I don't know how to make it. I'm not gonna lie. I like drinking it at Christmas. It's like a coconut condensed milk alcoholic drink. When I tell you it's delicious, girl. But in terms of food, I like fried Haitian food. I love my griot. I love my banan pesé. Anything fried, really. And it's also bad for you, but oh, so delicious. 10 things you've learned from therapy. Oh, that's a whole YouTube video, girl. I've been saying that I wanted to make a video like that too for a while, and I haven't done that yet. So thank you for the reminder. I will add it to my list of videos to make in January. Growing up Haitian, can you do vlogs about your fitness and workout routine? Thank you for the video idea. I will add it to January. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I love the fact that I grew up in another country. I find that it gives me perspective. It gives me culture, the food that we eat, and just how we carry ourselves, the values that were passed down onto me. It's different. It's different than some other countries I've been to, the States, or even Canada. I love the fact that I have another culture with me. And I see Haitian culture as one that is warm, inviting. We like being with each other. We like partying with each other. Like if you go to Haiti, there's bright colors everywhere. We're just a vibrant island. It's really sad what's going on with the country, but I love the fact that I have that culture with me. And I love the fact that I can eat seasoned food and that I enjoy it. Something that I really value, that I don't take for granted. When did it get so dark? Okay, better, but we're gonna wrap it up real quick. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Clearly the sunset, it's time to wrap it up because it's getting dark. 3:43. Why is it so dark? I really enjoyed doing Vlogmas again this year, connecting with you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it as well. You can leave a comment below and let me know which one was your favorite video, which one that you enjoyed the most, or maybe a few favorite videos. Yeah, I will see you tomorrow for a special video. You don't want to miss it. And I know it's Christmas, but you don't want to miss it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, girl.